All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you a couple minutes to get on to this feed while I'm standing here trying to figure out what I'm going to do now. Hold on. I know I just went live a few minutes ago and then I quickly got out. Gotta get me something to drink. Pull up a chair. I don't even know what to say, folks. I absolutely do not know what to tell you guys about the Indiana Republicans or the Madison County Republicans at that point or at this point. Okay, okay, my husband's in the background. So I've been telling you, I've been coming live last couple weeks on the podcast. I've been telling you about all these complaints that I filed. Okay, all these complaints that I filed to District 5, to whoever. This is complaint 4. So what's it matter? What's it matter if you file a complaint if nobody is going to adjudicate it? What does it matter? Madison County, what does it matter if we have election crimes taking place and nobody is going to do anything about it? Because they're in bed with the same people that are in charge with the state of Indiana. We done got Brad King to step down. We done got the attorney for the Indiana election division to step down. They already said that there was problems with Diego. Diego Morales has more scandals underneath his belt than any other Indiana politician that I can think of in my timeline or my experience in politics. And then here it is. I'm in trouble again. Not because of something new. This is a retaliation. And there's supposed to be an anti-SLAPP law that says that they're not allowed to retaliate against you when you file complaints. Okay, so here is complaint number 4. Just for an example, I filed this in February 27th. I'm just going to do the whole screen. I don't even need to be on the screen. Let's make it bigger so you guys can see this. I serve this nation. This Memorial Day just happened, folks. Memorial Day, and everybody was, you got your 4-day period, to have fun with your family and friends, go to the Indy 500. And I had no clue that I had another complaint against me. They're trying to keep me from the Indiana Delegate Convention. Okay. And I bet you they fast tracked this next complaint. All right. And I'm over the text messages from all these people that have ignored all my election complaints for 5 or 6 years now. Okay, what else we got? That's number 4. Where's number 1? Complaint number 1. Because it's about Kelly Heuer. So I'm not allowed to file? I'm not allowed to file anything, apparently. Only the people they like can file complaints, and they'll listen to those people. But God forbid that you prove that Mikeal Vaughn committed electioneering on 4/25/2026. I file a complaint with the county board, and they have ignored me. Okay, what's this one? Linda Smith, number 5. Linda Smith allowed Democrat proxy at the 8/5/2024 hearing. So all these people are allowed to commit violations, okay, and close formal complaint, disciplinary complaint against the Madison County Republican clerk Linda Smith for violations of the Indiana Republican Party rules 113, 125, and 128. Nobody gives 2 poos about the actual violations happening. But no, we're going to double jeopardy me. We're going to complain that I have supported libertarians, which is it's pretty much the same complaint that they just put on me back in February. Okay, but they're going to let voter fraud Vaughn get this far in Madison County politics, then you know that we have a problem, and it's not Nicole Kapuscinski. It's not Nicole Schuyler Kapuscinski, who just happens to be the combat veteran. That is the problem. I'm the one trying to get them to pay attention to what's really going on in Madison County politics, okay? So let's see. APRA requests, that's for something else. This is complaint against Russ Willis. He donates to the Democratic organizations. In fact, Russ Willis has also allowed more Democrats. He signed off on more Democrats to run as a Republican in the Madison County elections than Madison County history. Right here. Facts. Organization knowingly supported multiple Democrat candidates, funded Democrat candidates, promoted Democrat candidates, endorsed candidates for Democrat Party, including Joey Cole, Trevor Bostic, Mayor Thomas Broderick, Donna Key Kerr, Penny Stevens, Lisa Hobbs, Lindsay Pascal Manager. I don't even know how to say her last name. Now, and mind you, I don't care who you support. I just want people getting out and supporting. But since they want to keep complaining about me, but nobody wants to take a look at their hands. Like, it's kind of like that thing Pontius Pilate said, you know, between Jesus and the Barabbas, who was the criminal felon. And they said, you know, he washed his hands and said, here, you can have Barabbas. And I'm not trying to compare myself to Jesus right now. But, you know, another thing he said was, let he who has no sin cast the first stone. And nobody threw the stones because they felt bad. And here we are. These guys have more rule violations than anybody, and they're being ignored. They're being ignored. Open a formal investigation. When did I file that? Let's see. I filed this on February 15th, 2026. Who did I send it to? Oh, let's find out. Jessica Piper, Delaware County GOP, Kelly Heuer, Darren Reese, Mario. Oh, my podcast from last week was all about these guys, showing you about the first line. How do you weaponize a Republican Party? You write the rules. Darren Reese, Kyle Pierce. Complaint. Same thing that he got me on, but I have proven without a shadow of a doubt that Russ Willis has signed off on more Democrats to run as Republicans than anybody that, like, in the history of politics in Indiana. There's no way that somebody can show me somebody that has signed off on all Democrats. I have pulled. I don't think anybody understands. Here, let's look at this. Let's go to my inbox. I have pulled. That's something different. Okay, we're coming back. We're circling back to this complaint because guess what? It's the same complaint repackaged claiming that I support libertarians. Okay, no, I am nice to people. When did being nice to people become such a bad thing? Can somebody explain that to me? Because I'm nice to somebody who has a differencing of opinion, who may not agree with everything that I agree with. And so now I'm being punished because I have libertarian friends. I'm being punished because I have Democrat friends. Okay? That's what's happening. Let's see. You don't believe me? Okay, these where did I get all of them from? Okay, maybe it was heads up. Let's go back over here. See what we got. Hey, boo boo. I'm so pissed. Sorry. I'm mad. I am mad. I am hurt. I feel violated. Now look, when I tell you that Russ Willis signed off on Democrats, I'm not making the story up. Okay. Do we have the papers that shows that he signed off on Democrats? No, we don't. But you know what we do have? We have voter histories. We have voter history. So when all this started happening back in February, when they filed the first frivolous complaint against me to keep me off the ballot as an Indiana delegate, and the voters, remind everyone, the voters chose me to go to the Indiana Republican Convention in June. And now here it is, Mikeal Vaughn, voter fraud Vaughn, is now trying to have me removed for, guess what? The same thing that Russ Willis tried to do. And guess what? District 5 is doing. They are complying with Mikeal Vaughn, and they are trying to have me in another hearing about supporting libertarians. I can't make this stuff up. But when I say that Russ Willis signed off on, let's look at Mikeal Vaughn's voter history. Let's look at his voter history, ladies and gentlemen. So the Democrat in the room that nobody wants to talk about, what'd they do to me here? Okay. Mikeal Vaughn. These things all get backwards. So Mikeal Vaughn has filed something against me. Why are you not letting me look at this? Give me a minute. Maybe I got to open it up. These things are so stupid. Well, let's just tell you, he voted Democrat. She forwarded. Okay, I know what that is. That's when I sent it. Am I still in sent? Let's just pull his up. Is this from her? Is this the same one I just pulled? I forwarded that. Okay. I might have to move on because I'm not seeing it. Todd Baldridge. I have pulled just about everybody's voter history that you could think of in Madison County. So I know how everybody's voting. Here, I know what to do. You guys can pull it too. I am going to get on here and send myself something because that's the only way that I can show you right now just on Mikeal. I have a whole file that I've went through and saved all these on. Then of course now I'm nervous and I can't think. I can't think. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to send this. And I'm going to pull this up and I'm going to bring you over here. Share this one. Okay. 2014 unknown. What's this? Okay. Democrat. 2004 primary, Democrat. 2003 primary, Democrat. Can you see that? Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's not going to let me zoom in. Okay. I'll be releasing these files in the next 24 to 48 hours. I will also be on here later on tonight, possibly, on the podcast. We had something else planned, and now it looks like I'm going to have to focus on this. 2008, Democrat. 2007, Democrat. 2006, Democrat. Okay? Dude commits voter fraud. He gets his record expunged. I don't know, but I do know that District 5 ruled that I was publicly admonished for supposedly lies, people. They lied on me the first round. And now this round, you're not going to, well, yeah, you believe it. Everything happens to me. I mean, if it didn't happen to me, I wouldn't believe me. Just to be honest with you, if I had to show somebody or somebody was telling me these stories, I'd be like, no way, you're making your stories up. And I just switched back over. But just know that I searched everybody's voter history in Madison County, and I know who the real Republicans are, and I know who the Democrats are that are trying to weave their way into the Republican Party because they voted for a Republican in 2 primaries. Now all of a sudden they think that it's rhinos. Okay, it's rhinos. So what do? Do I continue fighting? I don't know. The voters voted for me for the Indiana delegate spot, and now these guys are sending me something. This is the same thing that was just filed against me. It's the same exact stuff. It's like he just went and got this from Ross Willis and then included it in here. Well, apparently they forgot the originals. And this has already been ruled upon. Okay, and now they've got me back in saying that they're trying to file the same complaint twice. And you know what's going to happen? They're probably going to win this one. They're going to win this one. They're going to get to violate the voters' choice on this because Mikeal Vaughn, who I filed several complaints on back on April 26th, what does this have to do with voting for a Democrat? Or voting or supporting a libertarian? Nothing. It's funny. It was a funny post. Mikeal Vaughn, I got some other funny stuff too. What? Endorses another libertarian for office and acknowledges party standing violation in doing so? Where? Where is that? No, if you want me to vote for all these people, I'm not voting for people that aren't real Republicans. I'm not going to do it. You can't force us to continue voting for people that aren't even real Republicans just because your party rules say so. And the voters, man, if I was one of the 1,200 voters that voted for me to be an Indiana delegate, I would be so pissed right now. Okay, So I share, interesting point. So I'm now getting in trouble. Remember, what's your name? Mario Massolmani, however you say it. You had fun in the freaking Indy 500 this weekend. And so now I can't talk about, you make us pay for your primaries and then you torment everybody. You torment everybody with rules that you don't even hand out to us. So why should I? Why should I want to be part of the Republican Party at this point? I do belong to humanity. I serve this nation as a Republican, and if I'm not Republican enough for your Turtle Club, yes, I belong to humanity. If your politics can't reduce suffering, I'm not interested. I am not interested in politics. Yep.
Feed got cut.
No, it's not.
Oh, on my phone, on YouTube.
I'm still up and running on this end.
Okay.
It still says recording in process. That might be why we lost some people.
It says this video has been removed for violating YouTube's policy on harassment and bullying. That's what it's saying on my. It says that you're live, but
harassment and bullying. So it's okay if they harass and bully us. There's other ones that should have been tucked down before this one. So where am I at? Who can still see me? Harassment and bullying. I didn't even get a notification.
The Two Chicks political podcast on YouTube said this video has been removed for violating policy and harassment.
Screenshot it. Screenshot that. So apparently they don't like it when you tell on them. So now I'm still recording. I'm still live. I don't know what feeds I'm on. Might have to come over to Facebook. Where were you at? No, which?
YouTube. Two Chicks, YouTube.
It's not even giving me a notification that I'm down. Okay, it's not even giving me a notification that I'm down. So here's my new one. Here's the new complaint, folks. I sure did put. And you know what? You can get me knocked off here all day long, folks. You can try to violate my post. I'm going to come back later with a podcast. I can do it in person or I can record it and then upload it. The record is still there. It doesn't matter if you get me shut down. So I can't, I'm not allowed to even share. So now look, because I shared a post. Yeah. You know why? Because of all the infighting. What does that have to do? This doesn't even have anything to do with the complaint, folks. This is just stuff that I have posted since I got in trouble. This is the most bunkest. This is the most bunkest. Okay, what about Mikeal Vaughn? What about Mikeal Vaughn's electioneering? How about that? How about he get investigated for electioneering? 5th District, same thing. So they delivered after I posted Mario's video of him acting like a heathen at the Indy 500. They're shaking in their boots now, folks. And I just want you to know, if you're watching my video, District 5, I can still go post stuff on my websites. You can flag me all day long on every single thing that I do. It's called constitutional rights. And so they have ignored all my complaints for 5 months. Van Buren Township, Summitville. Okay, wait. By Mikeal Vaughn. So when are they going to hear the complaints about what I filed against Mikeal Vaughn? So let's remind you, I'm going to keep talking. You may have got me on YouTube, but I'm going to come back, Mikeal. I'm not going away. I got some good videos of you, and it doesn't matter if you delete them on YouTube or you delete them from my Facebook. I still have copies of everything. So as I received this today, I want you guys, I'm going to go back because I've already said this. They've already cut me off once. Complaint 4, Russ Willis. Let's see. Let's just put in District 5, Jessica Piper. I don't even care no more. I really don't. I mean, this is they're mad and want to violate my constitutional rights because they think their constitutional rights are better than mine. So here's the first one. Let's just go back to Jessica Piper. I'll search for Jessica Piper. So look at all these complaints. Now, February 16th, nothing done. February 27th, nothing done. This Kelly Heuer, when did I file it? February 15th, nothing done. Indiana, Madison County, nothing done. It has been proven that Kelly and Pete Heuer both donated to an organization that helped get Democrats elected. I can't share Facebook posts, but they can help give monetary value to Democrats, and nobody bats an eye. Okay, that's Kelly's. See, Kelly Heuer, Russ Willis financially donates to him. Russ Willis nominated. Here's my list. Let's see. Oh, that one's for Joswiak. Where's the list? Oh, here it is. Willis signed off on. Okay, we'll just do this one because I couldn't get the other stuff to pull up. Failure to apply these standards consistently may constitute as dereliction of party duty, unequal enforcement of party rules, conduct detrimental to party unity and election integrity, patterns of misconduct, candidates lacking any Republican primary history, Kyle Pierce, Chloe, and Anagnos. Neither of them, well, Chloe wasn't even considered a Republican in good standing until 2024, but yet somehow she's been in charge of everything. They supported Kenneth Hodson. Nobody took him off the ballot. Here, there's the 19. And you know what? Some of these people may be really nice people. I'm not attacking anyone's personal. I like Tiffany Harless, and Carl Abel has grown on me. I even like Angie Abel. She's been nice to me. Like, it's not that I just fight with everybody for the sake of fighting. But dude, when I go serve the nation or serve this nation as a Republican and all I get is attacked by other Republicans in Madison County, yeah, I'm going to be a little pissed off. And then when I go look up their records, oh, okay. Anybody can go look up these records to verify. Oh, and I think they are at the bottom of this email. Okay, so let's go. Rick Gardner, candidate for treasurer. He's also Madison County Republican Party, Democrat to Republican. Larry Davis, Democrat to Republican. Scott Green on the Madison County Council. Guess what? Democrat to Republican. Diana Likens, Madison County Council, Democrat to Republican. Angie Abel, Democrat to Republican. I even like Andrew Hanna, Democrat to Republican. But I can't post something on Facebook, and they even took the Facebook posts that have nothing to do with what the complaint said, and now they're telling me that I can't even share a Democrat's post on Facebook, or I support something. No, I run a freaking platform of 30,000 plus people in Madison County, and all of you need to know that the people that are in charge used to be Democrats. Now they call themselves Republicans, and all they do is attack. So erosion of trust among Republican voters and candidates, perception of unequal or politically motivated enforcement of party rules. If this isn't politically motivated, folks, I don't know what to tell you. I got a beachfront property in Fiji I'll sell you for $19.95. No refunds. They have jurisdiction. So all the rules that they violated: 122, party officer definition; 124, qualified primary Republican; 125, party loyalty and nomination participation provisions. The respondent was party officer subject to these rules. And they are letting people punish me for being nice to people in my community. I can't get behind that. I can't get behind that. Okay? I can't. I cannot support a group of people that knowingly voted Democrat. Our coroner, Adam Matson, used to be a Democrat, signed off by Russ Willis. Oh, yeah, let's just go ahead. You already got me on one, and this is still going to have a recording, so it'll still be in my archives for later. Who is this one? Adam Madsen, Democrat. Okay, sorry, folks. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. And this one's turned, but I'm going to go ahead and show you. This one's Kenneth Hodson. He didn't even vote in Madison County elections from 2015 to 2020, and Madison County Election Board, Russ Willis, let him run. Nobody stopped him. Nobody stopped him. And then they have lied on my election complaints. Mikeal Vaughn, here we go. Now I can blow it up. The person filing these complaints, these frivolous complaints that Kelly Heuer has now allowed and is going to District 5, and they're going to Summitville this round. Summitville. Wonder why. That was highly Republican. So do they know that the people that are running the party that Kelly Heuer has aligned herself with all used to vote Democrat? Probably not. So I hate to tell everybody, and this is in my email, and anybody wanting this forward to them, you are more than welcome to have it. Somebody go tag Rob Kendall. Let's start tagging some of the newspaper outlets. Okay? I got about 10 complaints in with facts. Backed by facts. These are my receipts. They don't have any receipts on me. They're mad because I keep beating them. Unknown primary. Why do so many people have unknown primaries? If it could be ruled here and it can be ruled in all these other ones during that same time frame, then why does he have a no unknown? Who's this? Adam Madsen? No, I'm just going to go down the line. Todd Culp, primary election in 2011, voted as a Democrat. Oh, I'm sorry, Todd. Was I not supposed to tell people? You act like a Democrat. That's how you guys give yourself away. Chris Burris. These, like I said, these are nice people. I don't even care who votes for what. But if I'm getting punished because I shared somebody's post on Facebook, I'm not going to be mean to these people. I'm not going to be mean to a Democrat just because the Republican Party in Madison County wants to be mean to them. And you know why they want to be mean? Because none of them could win as a Democrat. And they had to cheat to win the Republican Party in Madison County. And that's how it is. That's why they're mad. That's why they're mad at me. That's why they're mad at me. Okay, Chris Burris, Democrat. 2014, all the way to 2008, Democrat. Let's keep going. Who's next? Larry Davis. Oh, the assessor that lets Stephen Schuyler, the felon, work in his office. Sorry, Steve. We're probably related. It don't matter. You don't get to steal from a bunch of old people in Madison County, and then you get to work for the government, and everybody blesses you financially, but I'm a turd. Nobody likes me. I'm the one that went and almost took a bullet for everybody. Okay, so Democrat, 2008. I about got killed in 2008, too, so just so everybody knows. I'm a little disgruntled about 2008. I like Tiffany Harless, but she used to vote Democrat, or she voted Democrat, 2010, 2008. The only thing that happened was these people didn't know that I could get their stuff, or they didn't think I was smart enough to figure it out. And I sure did. This was my defense plan. When I had no clue I was going to find out that everybody used to be Democrat. Like, that was not like I hadn't. But once I started finding out all these names, you bet your bottom dollar that I started looking up everybody that I had ever voted for. And I found that they used to be Democrats. So shame on you. Shame on you people that want to lie to the Madison County voters and then act like I'm the problem. Scott Green. Can't see his name. It's not right there. Scott Green. Unknown. Unknown. Democrat. 2008. Obama. He voted for Obama. Madison County Council. Diana Likens. She was appointed to the seat that I just ran for. that I got more votes as an Indiana delegate than Mikeal Vaughn got beating me in District 2. So what do you think is going to happen when I go to run next round? Because if I get forced to step down as a Republican, or I get labeled as a Republican in bad standing, it's going to be an epic embarrassment for every Republican that has done anything to me when I beat you as an independent. I'm just telling you right now. 2002, 2000, Democrat. Who's this again? Likens, Democrat. You know how I knew she was a Democrat? Because every time somebody raises their voice in the council chambers, she runs to get the sheriff. Linda Smith, Madison County Clerk, Linda Smith. Unknown, municipal primary election in 2019. Democrats, 1999, 1998, 1996. I can't share a Facebook post. You won't even give me an election hearing. But the voters voted you in. What's this one? Alexandria. Does she live in Summitville? Is that why you're going there? Who's going to be the... Dude, I can't even print all this stuff off. And you know what else they're going to do to me? They're only going to give me like 3 to 5 minutes. Linda Smith, Democrat, 1994. Democrat, 1992, 91, 1990. You know what else this means? That there's a difference between Democrats and Republicans. Core values. It doesn't make us bad people, okay? It just means our values are different. Democrats have a different set of rules. Republicans have a different set of internal rules. And sometimes we come together on different topics and we do okay together because we know the importance of clean water, environmental contamination. It doesn't make all them Democrats Republicans, and it doesn't make me a Democrat or whatever. It doesn't. I want clean water and a clean environment. And I don't want rhino Democrats running the Republican Party in Madison County. And so if I'm punished because I share posts on Facebook, so be it. But the voters should be paying attention. They have ignored my election complaints for 5 to 6 years now. Mike Gaskell. Oh, looky there. 1999 primary. Democrat. He's a flip-flopper. So I didn't just go after Republicans. Here's another one. 1996. Mike Gaskell. Democrat. See, I didn't even run Kelly's record. Now I need to run Kelly. Kelly Gaskell. I left her alone because she wasn't in office. Carl Abel. Democrat, Democrat, Democrat. He flips back and forth. Republican. Democrat. It's another Gaskell. It's out of order. But, 1990. That's 99. Okay, let's go. Angie Abel. Oh, did you know that Angie Abel, the current, was it treasurer? No, she's not treasurer. Recorder. Used to vote Democrat. And guess what? They moved here from Hamilton County. When? Looks like 2008. Andrew Hanna, Democrat. I'm not pumping on Andrew Hanna, but I'm just saying, back and forth. 2020 voted Democrat. 2019 voted Democrat. So I don't want to leave him hanging. I'll just go ahead and show you those. 2018, he's still going to be the Madison County prosecutor. Nobody's running against him. Steve Sumner. What do you guys think? Democrat. And at some point, he knew he wasn't going to win as a Democrat, and he started running as a Republican because he's one of the sneakiest snakes of all of them. 2008 general election, 18. Okay. Oh, no, that's right. He didn't vote. He was a sitting council member and didn't vote. So 2018, almost like he just vanished off of the, and split out of town voting card. You can look him up. I can forward you the emails from the voters registration office. Sumner, canceled. Let's see, who else? Lori, she just did something good for veterans. Not that I care. Linda Smith's husband. Rob Steele, 1994 and 1988, Democrat. What's this one? Booster. Oh, Kyle Pierce. Looky here. 2020 prime. Now, Democrats, you should be paying very close attention to this one because he didn't even live here in Madison County when he started running. Or I would like to know what his address was in 2019. Of course, they're not going to give it to us, but he didn't purchase his property until September 11th of 2020. You can pull that up. That's public record. They get mad at me. They get mad at me when I talk about that. But you can pull up their property card on the Larry Davis Beacon website, and you can see that they didn't move here. He didn't get that property till 9/11. So where did he live before that? And you know, when I was on the recording with WHBU with Mitch Hank a few weeks ago, I even brought it up to him, and he said, I tried to figure out where he lived at, and that makes sense why he wouldn't answer my question. So Madison County. Oh, Marion, Hamilton County. So Kyle Pierce didn't even grow up in Madison County. Okay. He's not like us. Let me go back one. He's not like us. Marion, 2018. And then the rest is in Madison County. So we're being bamboozled by out-of-towners and people that think we're too stupid to find this information out until somebody like me comes along and gets tested. Oh, Mark Turner. Sorry, Mark. 2012, Democrat. Right there. Madison County. So the District 5 has totally ignored this. Look at that. Ooh, who's this one? Mark Turner, Democrat, 2011, 2006. Once again, all the way back to 92. So they don't, Democrats don't just wake up one day and decide they want to be a Republican, folks. There might be exceptions to the rules. Okay, there might be exceptions to the rules. But they don't wake up one day and decide, hey, I want to be, the wrong banner. You know what? I got people watching this. This isn't even the right banner. Great. I'm going to have to edit that. There we go. Sorry about that. Aaron. They're outside listening to me rant. Okay. Mark Turner, once again. Sorry, bud. Brenda Beeman, Democrat. 2022, 2020, Democrat. 2019, Democrat. I'm going down the whole list. I've already turned these in. And so District 5 ignored this complaint about all these Democrats running as Republicans. Ignored it. They didn't care. They don't care. But they're going to try me. They're going to try to rule on something that I supported libertarians. Democrat, 2008. Democrat, 2006, 2004. Brenda Beeman. Democrat, 2002 to 98. She's got one of the longer ones. Her and Larry Davis. George McFerrin, don't know you. Not trying to be a turd. Monroe Township. Democrat, Democrat, Democrat. Here's the rest of it. Democrat all the way down to 2006. 2004 to 1996. And all the way to 1986. Okay? Democrat. So we're on, I don't even know what number. I'm just going off now. Sarah Collis, you might be a nice person, Sarah. 2008. Democrat Obama about got me killed. So anybody that voted for Obama in 2008, we can't be friends. I don't care what party you are. I take that back because I take that back. Right now I don't. I'm not going to support somebody that voted for Obama. Corey Hughes. These are some lesser knowns. Not that big of a deal. Evan McMullen. They keep trying to run him in Madison County. You can't even really read this. But there's a big gap between his votes. Lisa Schwinn. I like Marquest. Anthony Emery. 1996. Democrat. Democrat. I requested like 200 people. And then all the ones that had Democrat on their voting history, I turned them in. Because you're telling me that all these people are better. Oh, Diego Morales. This is why they want Diego Morales back in, ladies and gentlemen. The Republican, G.O.P, or whoever, I don't know. Because they got Daniel Elliott coming into town tonight to have some type of public discussion where they want to get Max England voted in. So this Republican Party that has sat here and supported Diego even when he was an illegal alien, or he didn't start voting in Indiana elections until after he joined the National Guard. And last week we learned that Diego Morales has more scandals under his belt than anybody else and that I can think of in the history of our elected officials that are in office right now. Maybe Trump, I don't know. But some people argue that and say he's not guilty and he just, whatever. I'm not going to go there. But on Diego, he was living here illegally till 2007. He got a master's degree before he even became a legal resident of Indiana. He might have had a student green card. I think he joined the Army to get a green card, was not legal resident until after basic training AIT. You can Google that fact. You can Google this information. How did he get to master's degrees before legal 2004? I got that information from an article where he was being interviewed. Also, he didn't do his full time, which I don't care. Once again, I don't care. Do what you do, blah, blah, blah. But don't try to come and get a green card to stay here legally. And then you don't even fulfill your obligation in the National Guard. And you want to try to pretend like you support us. I was deployed in 2008 to Baghdad, Iraq. Diego Morales got out of his deployment. So you guys want that kind of people leading Republican Party? Then I go for it. I can't support that. We all know Rodney Cummings, Madison County prosecutor, used to be Democrat. There was no surprise there. Danny Gardner. Oh no, wait. Is that the right one? I don't know if that's the right one or not. Danny, I think that's the cousin. These are out of order. Cecil Stroud, my favorite stalker. He stalks me like a bad habit. Cecil Stroud, PC, Democrat. Oh, here's Chloe's. And you can't see it that really good. But Chloe, 2020 general election, she did not become a Republican in good standing until 2024. Libertarian Democrat classic liberalism. Guess what? I have a clip of Chloe Anagnos claiming to be, or saying that libertarians have a majority rule. This is who the Madison County Republicans Women Club put her in charge of the Madison County Women's Club in 2023 before Chloe was even a Republican in good standing. Her husband, Kyle Pierce, was writing the rules for the Republican Party and has helped weaponize these rules against other Republicans. And his wife wasn't even a Republican in good standing. until 2024. So it is what it is. It is. They want us off the ballot. Republicans should be in just livid. Republicans should be livid at this point. Okay. So when did I send this complaint? This was sent back on February 16th of 2026. They have ignored it. I'm going to go back down here. Forward it. Jessica Piper. Kelly Heuer. Darren Reese. Here we go. "14 elected officials in Madison County used to be Democrats." So it is what it is. These people don't care about us. They do not care about us. They don't care about you. They don't care about Madison County. All they care about is winning the election at any cost. They don't care who they destroy. They don't care if they destroy our environment. They don't care if they destroy our water, as long as they get to stay in power. So there's that one. That's my favorite one. I spent a lot of time on these complaints. Here's the names, all my exhibits. I did this on my own accord without an attorney. So they don't care. Whoever these party Republicans are right now, they don't care about you. They don't care about me. They don't care about soldiers. They don't care about veterans. They only care about whether or not they're going to get your vote, and they're going to try to bump me off the card so I can't vote for Shelton in June. And that should be, this is voter intimidation right here. You think I'm voter intimidating people? No. So let's end, because they haven't got all my videos yet. They haven't got all my videos. Okay. So I'm going to end with the recording. Here you go. Check this out. This is called electioneering right here. Christy Grabowski and Mikeal Vaughn can clearly be seen right here underneath the chute, right in front of the doors. So it's not just Mikeal. Okay, I got Democrats that tell me that Mikeal Vaughn told them that this was his polling place. He ruled this place. Okay, so now in this picture here, you can see where they have something. They've already posted some signs on the wall because I'd already filed my complaints about him electioneering. Both of them should be in trouble right now for electioneering. So how they're able to file complaints against me, this is retaliation. And sorry, I'm poor and I can't pay to go have somebody file something to get him in trouble for electioneering. But come on, people. Madison County Election Board has ignored this. District 5 has ignored it. State of Indiana has ignored it, but they're gonna listen to his complaint about my Facebook post. But listen to what he says here. Catherine's got him on video. We got all the videos, folks. This is real life. Some of these people are just walking in. Michelle Daniels here let Mikeal Vaughn yell at me on the following Monday and said nothing about me breaking any types of laws, but she let him yell at me in front of voters. So that's the kind of behaviors you're getting. This woman don't even know. I got so much to say about her too. It's just ridiculous. There he is. Look, that right there. Christy Grabowski. Mikeal Vaughn is inside the chute. He's about to admit to electioneering. And this complaint was filed 2 to 3 weeks ago. And no one has done anything about it. I filed my complaints before he did, but my complaints aren't getting heard. And I went through the process. He said, forget you, Madison County. And he throws you all under the bus right here. So check this out.
So, Mikeal, you just bring up those pictures with everybody there, and we'll show. I mean, you're saying that there's nothing I can do and that it's not a violation.
The point is, you and I don't care, but I'm just saying, be fair.
I'm very fair.
You say I just worked corners on you. That's a lie. My voter record is right there.
Yes, let's pull it out, because when we needed money, you didn't have it.
I did.
No, you said no.
I voted.
Absolutely, you said no.
Voting record.
Go get it. You said
I
no.
have it.
Okay,
I've
we'll
got
pull
the
it out.
agenda.
Pull it
The
out.
only thing I didn't vote.
You did.
Fred got up and left.
That
This
wasn't
is
just that
November.
one.
You asked for 40-something thousand. Fred got up and left. I didn't do nothing. I didn't make a motion.
No, it was the one before that.
Hold on. I made a motion. I didn't make a motion because Fred left. I would have got a second. That's right there, concrete.
No, this is one that you
97
actually voted. This is one that you
97.
actually voted on. And here's the thing: at the end of the day, I was absolutely correct, because that coroner's office now gets $600,000 for their annual thing. But at the end of the day,
control. They have the 4 votes. I fought them.
No.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
I'm on record
But
fighting.
at the end of the day, that's not
See,
the
that's
subject.
your opinion.
The subject right
Your
here
opinion
is
is law.
that's a violation. It's not my opinion. It's Indiana code.
You had 3 board members here.
I had 3 board members
Why
here.
didn't they mark it off?
Why didn't they mark it? Listen, I have no idea, Mikeal. But again, that doesn't matter if the board members. You, as a candidate, has to know the rules.
I'm saying they should mark it off.
You have to know the rules as a candidate. And you know that. They're not going to say, oh, well, you didn't know the rules. Now, you said to me, Catherine, there's nothing you can do. You can't do anything about it.
You can't. I mean, what are you going to do?
What am I going to do?
Talk to voters and win. That's not going to do anything.
Okay.
See, that's what I'm saying.
No. The rules need to apply to everybody. We've made it a total lie. You're in violation of electioneering. That's a misdemeanor. One thing.
One thing.
And it's okay. It's okay to violate one thing. It's not okay to violate anything.
It's okay to spread false rumors and make false accusations.
Please show me.
We see it. That's all you do is post.
Please show me. Please show me.
Post on Facebook constantly.
Because my life doesn't live. At the end of the day, you're in violation.
Okay. And you must have been in some type of violation. I don't know as a violation. I can't take your word for it. You are not official.
Okay. You can't read Indiana code?
You are not official.
I'm not an official. You're right. So you need an official to tell you you're in violation?
I'm not official.
You're not an official. You're right. But you have to know what Indiana code is. As a candidate, you have to know the rules.
I've not personally done it. And I don't know.
Okay, but that is your job as a candidate.
You're the only one griping about it.
No, I'm not the only one dropping by. No, in 24, it was a violation.
About this year.
So Indiana code is still Indiana code.
You're right. Russ came after you.
Russ came after me?
Yeah, that's why he came out and measured. We were out there all day.
So-
You came out here, and he measured it, and me and Christy were right over here in 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you watched him say I was in violation, so you know where the line is, and then you went ahead and violated in 26.
I don't.
No, you just said you watched him measure it in 24.
I can't remember he measured out to.
Yeah, and now you're saying, well, you didn't measure it. Well, you were here, you watched the whole thing.
I didn't, but Russ did. I was up there with Russ. I seen him say right here or something. Did he mark it or something?
And he all the way out here.
I don't remember.
It wasn't close where you could say, oh, well, is this in the range?
I'll give you this. I thought it was within a foot because I couldn't remember.
Okay.
I'm saying all 3 election board members were out here earlier.
All 3 election were out here. You are absolutely correct. And they didn't say a word.
I'm not going to because I didn't know. I knew he did. I didn't realize what actual spot.
Okay.
Everybody was up here.
Okay.
You guys were sitting over there.
But here's the thing: when you're going down the road, when you're going down the
I
road,
don't say that to you guys. I don't say. You go up there.
you don't say anything.
I've never responded to you guys on Facebook at all. I haven't.
No.
Bring up one comment.
Believe me, people call me when you knock on their doors and talk
You
about
say
me.
things. It doesn't matter. I tell the truth about it.
It doesn't matter.
Man, I tell the truth.
I
You
don't
live your
okay.
life a lot different than I
What do you think the truth is? That you don't know Indiana code? That's the truth?
I
It's your job. I mean, you're a career politician.
I live the Bible.
Okay, the Bible says follow the rules.
Do you even know what the
Right
Bible
here.
says?
Do you know that you were already convicted of a crime, and so you should absolutely know what Indiana code is?
What do you mean, actually?
Oh, that's right. Did it get expunged?
Yeah, you're right.
It did get expunged.
I
So you are
paid all that money.
You paid all that money.
Yeah, it was free.
It was
Good
free.
lawyer. Yeah,
A good
it's
lawyer.
under Oregon statute, the first statute. You need to learn law.
Oh, I need to learn law.
Yeah, you do. You don't.
Okay.
You don't.
Well, we'll see what it says.
I know what it says.
Really? You just said you didn't know what it is. Now you say you know what it is. Oh my God! Make up your mind.
Is that all you have?
No,
on me?
you just said you know the law, and then a minute ago you said you know the law of expungement. So you have a law degree.
Oh, nobody had a good lawyer.
Oh, you had a good lawyer. Yeah. Okay, that's fine with me. Thank you.
Good lawyer.
Okay, notice here's Russ Willis. Mikeal Vaughn wasn't over here somewhere watching this go down. Notice his smirk. He laughs and thinks everything is funny. He watched this happen, so there's no way that he didn't know that that wasn't electioneering. Christie, too. They both purposely, they did it. They electioneered. Now I know why some people were stalking me this week. I saw them popping up on my news feeds or my notifications. Because you guys have filed some complaints against me because you don't like opposition. Okay, let's go. What else? And just for the record, okay, this happened. I had $1,000 in damages to all my signs. You think anybody's gonna pay me back for that? No. I thought I had the video here. I do have this one. So this is, they're forcing me to pick up my signs. Then they try to make videos about me saying that I desecrated the American flag because I was forced for the second or third day to change it out. Then let's see. Voter fraud, Vaughn. Say hi, guys. Oh, there we go. Let's do this. I'm gonna set you right there so you can see Mikeal. Are you still on? You are still on. Okay. I'm gonna change the camera around. I'm gonna put this right here. Okay. Hold on. Sky's the limit, folks. Rome wasn't built in a day. My ancestors in New York and New Jersey didn't write the Constitution or go to Civil War in a day. But Mikeal Vaughn did go to prison. He went to prison. Look at that. Look at that. He likes to harass people. Oh, here. Here you go. Voters are coming in. Just keep them on the record. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? And then I'm going to let it sit right like that. Okay, there you go. Let me zoom in for you because he thinks he's got his phone out over there. Okay. Oh, I'm going to get it here in a minute. Okay, wait, where you at? Oh, that's see right there, the one on there the last 24 hours trying to refute what happened here on Saturday, but yet she was not here. So just a friendly reminder. friendly reminders. Beside him, so let me show you. That can be seen in the Russ Willis video. Sorry guys. The Russ Willis video from 2024. I'm just gonna carry you with me, all right? I'm gonna carry you because I'm gonna place a whole bunch of signs over here because apparently, oh, I'm in my nose again. So apparently it's okay to place my signs everywhere over here, but I can't place them over there, okay? Can't place them over there because then people might think the church supports me and Catherine. So I think that's another reason why it's important for rules, right? It's okay for thee to vote Democrat all the time. We know that they're Democratic church. That's historic information. If you don't believe me, I'll tell you some of the members and you can look them up for yourself. I just listed them at the beginning of this video. The guy who broke my signs, the elder at the church, David Albee, is a Democrat and has voted Democrat his entire life, and he used to work for the city of Anderson. They're related to city officials. Oh yeah, there's another. He's now getting up and walking in. Oh crap, you guys! I have so much history with this church. There are sexual predators that attend this church, and I know that they're sexual predators because it happens. I might get in trouble if I tell you who the victim is because they get mad at me and I'm related to them. So I'll just say that. But I know. One of them even spent time in prison for it. Okay, so whatever. He's in the chute. Oh crap! Now he's in the chute, ladies and gentlemen. Looky there. He was going to tattle. He's going into tattle on me probably. Oh, she's putting more signs out. Oh, God forbid. More signs. It hurts my feelings. Now I'm going to the other side. So, it is what it is. I hope you're on my live. Vaughn, voter fraud Vaughn. I hope you're on my live. I hope you're on my live. She'll be just live too. Going to be on my live. Yeah, she sure is. So, I've got a copy of it. You got me in trouble, and I'm going to take screenshots. Somebody got me in trouble for the last hour. Michelle Daniels coming out, say something to me. Mikeal Vaughn, look at him. There's your elected official right there. Christy Grabowski. So here you go. That handed out pamphlets that lied to her constituents about being a woman of God, hanging out with felons. Oh, Lord. Okay, and people can say things to me about me being mad about this, but what kind of woman of God and what kind of woman in general or veteran in general would sit there and let Mikeal harass me in front of the polling place and not say, hey, Mikeal, do you think you could leave her alone? Mikeal, I'm sitting here with you as on my personal time, but I'm really an elected official, and what you're doing isn't right because it's violating her constitutional rights. Do you think that she said that one time? If she did, it wasn't noticeable. I can tell you that. Hurt my feelings. Okay, hurt my feelings. Into it because he starts yelling at me from over there. No, I'm not my. Okay, Mikeal, I've already talked to the election board today. I want to see his footage. Don't talk to me. Okay, Michelle, you want to come tell me? Michelle Daniels, come on. Let's have an interview. I can't hear you. Madison County Election Board. Let's have an interview. I've already talked to Linda and I've already talked to Tim Lannon. Yeah, I talked to the Madison County Election Board already and they said my signs were okay. You have to have them down for what?
The ones by the road are the ones that need to get moved. That's the ones that they're worried about.
Okay.
So the ones over here on this hill and over there on that hill.
Okay, I'm just going to tell you right now, since these videos were taken, I have learned there is no rule in Madison County about our signs. I have a copy of every single contract and for the polling locations in Madison County. Not one of them tells us we can't put the signs in front of the building. Okay, and this, mind you, this is after I had already gotten $1,000. And I know I've played these clips, but it's very pertinent to what is happening today and the complaint that was filed against me again, and my complaints are getting ignored. Already removed those from the road? Okay, so then you guys do realize that every polling place, even the churches, have allowed us to sit them out by the road, right?
Yes, sir, but what we got told is that they don't want them by the road because they don't want anybody thinking that this specific church is endorsing someone over anybody else. That is what they want.
Okay, let me show you. Now that we're here, we're already here. I might as well. And I said I was going to get off here. I know I did. Okay, they're just closer to the bottom. Let me show you this real quick. These are all the contracts for the polling places, supposedly. The one thing that a lot of us noticed was these contracts do not have signatures on them. They have initials, which, okay, fine. There's a lot of information in here. So this is something I didn't show. Wait, what was that? I did not show this in the other podcast, and I'm going to get on here later at 7 p.m. after I've collected my wits and went outside and screamed and hollered and punched the air because I'm so frustrated with Madison County. I'm so frustrated in general with people. It's not even funny. And I have the same sentiments as my friend who helped us wrestle. In the last 24 hours, we rescued a dog that had been neglected and had maggots hanging out of it, okay? Right after Memorial Day, and that dog had laid there, and you just don't even understand what my last 24 to 48 hours have been like, and people are just downright mean. So maybe I'm not a Republican, because I can't do this I can't be mean to people. Sorry, I can't be mean to people because of politics. None of them. And if they were going to put something about it, it would have been in the special instructions. We're almost there. Right here. Now, nowhere on this contract does it say that I couldn't put my signs out there. There is no Indiana code that says I couldn't put my signs out by the road. And if they were going to make that kind of rule, then they should have made it prior to us showing up, the candidates and everybody. So the fact that I have filed all these complaints, let's go back. I'm just going to do a recap. Okay, I filed a complaint against David Albee for destroying my campaign signs and $1,000. Mikeal Vaughn admitted to election fraud, and Todd Baldridge for making all them campaign flyers that we get every election season with no disclaimers on the bottom of them. Some of his clients, Mike and Kelly Gaskell, Josh Gaskell, Heather Gaskell Prophet, Madison County Reagan Club, Mikeal Vaughn, Christy Grabowski, Bethany Keller, Devin Norick, Larry Davis, Saki Ali, Angela Shelton, Kevin Smith, Mike Phipps. The hit pieces. I mean, come on now. It is what it is, guys. They don't care. So, last one. See, this was, okay, 517. You can catch up with some of my stuff. And then I'm going to have to go salvage some of this other stuff because I don't understand how I'm going to have to fight with this. This is my I have a constitutional right. Okay, we have constitutional rights in America. And the day that you give them up and you give power to a party, that is sad. That is sad. And no wonder we have so much crap going on in the world today. So I don't even know where I was going. Now I'm a little upset. I've gotten emotional. And I'm going to get off here. But I want everyone to know I will be back on later. I'm not going to the dinner. I'm going to stay at home. And I'm going to do a podcast and talk about some crap in detail on that. I'm going to read that complaint that they just filed on me. So for those just tuning in, now my nose is stuffy because I'm upset. So thanks, guys. This is your Mario. Oh, I can go out on that. If I'm already flagged, I'm going out with the bang. So let's just go. Where's it at? Ban me. I get banned all the time. Men pick on me all the time. So let's see. This is your District 5.
My Jesus, he be making lemonade with that living water. Spirit, some Holy Father, never thought he really got us. I guess he just forgot that God works everything for better. No matter what the weather, he knits it all together. Cozier than a sweater. Lighter than a feather.
Lyle,
Just thinking about the things you've done. You mix the sour with the sweet. That's the perfect remedy. The love of God has got me clean. No old spies. That desert I was in was deep, so dry. But now I'm out here feeling free, so fly. I'm chilling in the shade. Life gave me some lemons, but my Jesus, he be making lemonade. Lemonade. My Jesus making lemonade. Lemonade. I wash my worries, wash up. Lemonade. It's gonna be okay. Life gave me some lemons,